Welcome to the video tutorial for the shop grinder located in the machining lab in room 136. The user requirements for the shop grinder include the following. You must have completed ETech 246 and have completed a tutorial with either Vince Hill or Professor Hoekstra before using. And Vince Hill must be present in the lab when the grinder is in use. The intended audience of this tutorial is for all ETech students. Safety considerations include safety glasses must always be worn when in the machining lab, as well as pants and closed-toed shoes. Always operate grinder with guard in place. Part will be very hot after grinding. Do not touch it with bare hands. Keep your fingers away from the grinding wheel while operating. Long hair should be pulled back, as well as any loose hanging clothing or jewelry. Only take off 1 to 3/1000ths of an inch per pass. Too much removal may result in injury from shards of whatever material you're grinding. You do not need any gloves or any sort of personal protective gear besides the safety glasses. The purpose of the shop grinder is to accurately and evenly remove material from a hardened steel cylinder. Using a spinning abrasive disc, material may be removed from a steel cylinder in a uniform and accurate fashion by passing the material parallel with the surface of the grinding disc. Friction created by contact between the grinding disc and part will remove material from the desired part once contact has been made. To ensure accurate and even cut, only take off the recommended amount of material per pass. Again, that's 1 to 3/1000ths of an inch. The steps you should take when operating the grinder include set up the machine, set up the part, begin machining, and finally clean up your area. Before using the shop grinder, make sure that you have all the necessary safety equipment with you, as well as a part to machine. Now we're going to talk about how to set up the machine. First thing you need to do is to make sure the grinder is plugged into the wall. If there's no spot for the plug, ask Vince Hill which machines can be unplugged, but don't touch the electrical contacts with the plug or the outlet. Next, place your magnetic fixture at an angle that will give the desired angle of cut on the part. If the fixture is not on the machine already, grab one out of the supply cabinet located to the left of the grinder. Turn on the magnetic fixture to hold it in place. Using the Allen key, rotate the magnet 180 degrees to the right in the on position. Check the clearance of fixture and disc to avoid crashing the grinding wheel into the table. If you do not follow this step, the fixture will crash into the grinder and material from the fixture will be removed. At the end of this step, you'll be ready to place the part in the fixture. The next step is to set up your part. Secure the part in the fixture. If you fail to secure the part, it will not cut evenly or will become dislodged and cause injury. Next, line up the part with the bottom right edge of the grinding wheel using both control wheels. Ensure that the guard is down and in place. If you do not do this, sparks will jump towards you. Next, back the part off the grinding wheel using the middle wheel. At the end of the step, you'll be ready to begin machining. Next, begin machining. Before turning the machine on, pump the oil lever that is located to the left side of the grinder. This lubricates the machine. If the step is not followed, the machine will not be lubricated and will wear prematurely. Turn on the machine. The switch is located on the right side of the machine. The emergency stop button is right below the on button. Slowly feed the part into the grinding wheel until contact is made. Make sure the guard is down and the safety glasses are on. Translate the table to the right of the grinding disc using the left wheel. Feed the part in 1 to 3/1000ths using the right wheel. There is a measuring gauge on the wheel itself. If too much material is cut per pass, it will overwhelm the grinding wheel. Translate the table to the left to cut and back to starting position using the middle wheel. Repeat until desired length is cut. Power off machine when done. Once the desired length is achieved, carefully remove the part from fixture. Be careful not to touch the part with bare hands as it will be very hot. Once finished cutting, remove the fixture block from table. At the end of this step, you have completed grinding your part and are ready to clean up. To summarize, these are the steps to follow when operating the shop grinder. First, set up the machine, set up your part, begin machining, clean up your area. the end of this process, you will have successfully ground your workpiece to within 1/1000th of an inch of your desired dimension. For more information on the shop grinder, please contact Professor Hoekstra. This work was a collaboration by Ryan Atwood and Christopher Holland.